So, do you remember Deep Down? Because Capcom sure doesn't. Or better yet, do you even know what Deep Down is? Well, you should. This game's been living rent-free in my head since it was first announced way back in 2013 as a free-to-play PS4 launch title, and yet it vanished into complete obscurity, which is a damn shame, and exactly why I want to talk about it. Welcome to Option Select, the best place to find games you never knew you needed to play. Or, in this case, games you'll probably never get to play. Let's dive deep down into Deep Down.
Let him pass in peace.
Let me tell you what this game was supposed to be, because every time I remember it, I wish I lived in the timeline where it actually came out. It's a futuristic setting in the year of 2094, and a group of people called the Ravens recover ancient objects, touch them, and are transported to those ancient civilizations, and the game would take place in these memories of the past. The gameplay kind of looked like Dragon's Dogma or Dark Souls, but with a more personal, claustrophobic, and heavier feel. The maps were procedurally generated, and you could have a 4-player co-op party for these dungeons. Slap a PvP mode in that bad boy, and it's a critical hit for me. The game was also going to be free to play, which is kind of a controversial aspect for many, but I'm a sucker for free-to-play games. I am Brazilian and a teacher, so money is definitely something I don't have. I will jump into these games even if I would probably never buy them. But yeah, the game looked really cool, and I always like that juxtaposition of future meets the past. So, what happened to this game, and what is its current state? Let's take a look. I will not take too long explaining every single detail about its development history, since it was nothing too dramatic or with many twists and turns. Deep Down is basically a hopeless project and already a distant memory of the past, and most of that can be attributed to its engine, Panta-Rhei. It seems to have been made exclusively for the PlayStation 4, and it was supposed to replace MT Frameworks, which was their last engine. The engine was responsible for some incredible visuals, as you can see. This game was revealed in 2013, and it seemed a little too good to be true, actually. You could even see some really embarrassing moments of Capcom showing what was clearly a pre-rendered cutscene, and they slapped some lazy HUDs on it to pretend it was gameplay. We could say that the biggest enemy of the project was that engine, since it was really unstable and hard to work with, and it ended up being too limited to the scale they were envisioning. The game was being reimagined many times because of that engine, and it ended up missing many deadlines since it was supposed to launch on 2014, and that hurts me deeply. We had no news about that engine, and of course, we have the RE engine now. It's safe to say that the work done on Panta-Rhei is lost to the void, and if the game were to be released today, it would probably be a completely different beast.
None who walk these halls can long elude.
I was surprised to know that the head developer of this game was Yoshinori Ono, probably the main person responsible for the revival of fighting games with Street Fighter 4, and I'm absolutely thankful for that. I kind of overlooked the fact he worked on it at the time. But yeah, Ono was the head of the Deep Down project, and he kinda left Capcom in 2020, which is not good for the game's future, to say the least. But let's be real here. Judging by Capcom's lack of experience and success with free-to-play games, and the lack of content in Street Fighter 5 under Ono's supervision, the game would probably have a rocky start, but I don't care. I still wanted to get my hands on it. So, its current state? Well, the game had many trademark renewals after being supposedly abandoned, the last one being in 2020, but honestly, those are just the farts of a dead corpse, with the engine buried, the head of the project out, and Capcom finding a lot of success with its other projects. This game is just a distant memory that I wanted to gush about a little bit. The next free-to-play game that I hope can fill this void is Soulframe. It's different, but it sparked the memories of Deep Down for me. So that is basically it. I hope you liked that little detour into memory lane. Thanks for watching. And if you feel like it, why not like and subscribe? Stay safe. Bye.
Market for 1/10 the hassle of your empty venture. Why were you following him anyway?